Welcome to the Dirty Tea Podcast. My name is Donna.
And I'm Amanda, and we're excited for you to join us where you'll be served the dirtiest tea.
We are best friends from the Midwest who love other people's drama.
And we'd rather spill your tea on air than behind your back.
So feel free to submit your dirty tea for us to read on air.
Or sit back, fill your cup with whatever tickles your fancy, and get ready for the mess.
All right. Our first video. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun. So welcome. I hope everybody had a good week and you're ready for the first weekend in November already. And we're excited.
All freaking ready. And Thanksgiving is in 3 weeks.
I know.
Which means you get to like gorge yourself a little bit, you know. So
yeah.
That's exciting.
I think from like November to December, you really can't be on a diet. You really have to just.
You're just setting yourself up for failure with that one.
Right. You just got to like go all in, and it is what it is. And you just enjoy life. And then you start your diet on January 1st. So everybody, no diet or don't. You just enjoy. I don't even set up diet goals anymore. I just set myself up to fail for the rest of the year. But you guys, and guess what? We're back to our regular dirty tea. Halloween was fun. I like that. But I'm ready to go back to our dirty.
Me too. I'm ready for the dirt, for the grimy, nasty poop stories.
Poop story. I have a poop story.
I'm sure you do.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start right off. Okay. It says I'm a 25-year-old female. I was single and I had a fuck buddy, which was pure sex. Didn't know much about him. We met up every time, had great sex, and he would leave and just all of it just be like friends with benefits. It says at the same time I was dating this guy that I really, really liked. So she had two dudes, right? One day I was going to go meet this various guy, the boyfriend's parents, only to find out they were brothers.
Wait, so her boyfriend and her fuck buddy were brothers, and they had no idea.
Yeah. But people be keeping that shit on the down low. You know that.
I mean, but if that's his girlfriend, like, why wouldn't his brother know what his girlfriend looks like?
Some people just don't talk about the relationship. I could see it happening. I could totally see it happening.
If they're like not close to each other, but like
true.
If they're like, are going to family functions on a regular basis, there is no way that he did not know what the girlfriend looks like. And what a small freaking world. Like, does this bitch just run in the same circles as the brothers? Like,
and how does she not know that they kind of look alike? Because siblings, they kind of have that like.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but if she was attracted to the boyfriend, it makes sense that she would be attracted to, his brother, especially if they look alike.
Yeah.
Maybe she just thought like, hey, this guy is fine, and she just has a type,
and they happen to be brothers, and they look alike.
Happen to be brothers.
Better than that than twins, like they're twins or something.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I know.
Sorry, that's fucking weird. Okay, I have one.
Okay.
So someone said that they came out to their cheating boyfriend by sleeping with his ex-girlfriend. So that's kind of confusing, but it's fucked up, right? So it says that she's a lesbian, a bisexual, and there was a guy that she was attracted to back in high school, and they were dating for a little bit, and then about 2 months into the relationship, she found out that he was cheating on her with a mutual friend, and then she found out that he cheated on her multiple times with different people, and it had only started like when they were about a month into their relationship. So, she was all upset and blah, blah, blah. But she found out about him cheating and she stayed with him because, she's young, dumb, and in love, right? Okay. So then she, was talking, like, I guess people didn't know that she was bisexual or that she was a lesbian. And the woman that he dated before her was one of, like, she knew who the girl was because she was like openly, bisexual. She wasn't in the closet or anything. But they like broke up and she like broke his heart and he was like in love with this girl, right? So that one time they were at a party and she met the ex, and they started talking,
Oh
and
my
then like
gosh.
eventually they started, getting closer and closer, and then eventually slept together. And then he found out because she told him she broke up with him because she wanted to go and get with his ex girlfriend, and then he was pissed. Like he was like
But what did
very
he
very
expect? It's like a whole
well,
mess. You know what? They could have just had like a little love triangle and have a threesome and call it a day. At this point,
no, because
they've
the
already
ex was like, "Fuck that." She didn't want nothing to do with his ass either.
at that point they already swapped bodily fluid. Call it a day. Have a threesome. Call it a day. That's messy. Oh my gosh. So that was her sweet revenge. Was basically to sleep with her ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
I mean, but then if you think about it, so I wonder if she told the ex girlfriend that like she was currently dating her ex boyfriend, because it's like
Oh.
one thing to like hook up one time, but like to then continue to hook up, then it's like, okay, well, are you just doing it because you like me, or is it because you're just
It's
trying to get
revenge.
back at him?
Right.
Yeah. So
I think at that point, sex is sex to them. Obviously, no feelings are into it because they've only been dating a month, right?
yeah,
And so
I don't know.
they're all in it for just for the sex.
Yeah, true. It's just a fucked up situation. They just everybody's fucking
Um,
everybody.
okay, so this one says, I once was really broke, so I gave my friend a BJ in return for helping me pay some of my rent. After that started, I started in OnlyFans and now I'm doing quite well for myself. Because she's like, hey, I found my trade. I found what I love to do.
Some people they have to go about it some weird ways to find their true calling in life, but
That's her true
you
calling.
know, you know how they say you have to hit rock bottom
Right.
before you like really truly, come up. And she was probably like, I gotta suck this dick so I can have somewhere to live. She was like, wait,
Wait, she's like, wait, I can make
I'm
money from
onto
this?
something. Now, she went a different route. She could have been like a prostitute and like been like, okay, well, if
Right.
I could speak for rent, then I wonder what else I could do for some money.
But look
But
at
instead, she went on OnlyFans. So I
now
mean,
she's
there's
living her
levels
best life.
you know.
She don't have to, hey, if she's single,
You
she's
don't have
ready
to
for
suck
that.
no more dick for rent
Right.
anymore now.
And she's like, I've grown.
Ooh.
Moving on up. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, so here's one.
Okay.
It says my boyfriend has been lying to my face. So me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 9 months, and since day one, he's claimed to be adopted, claimed to have all these things wrong with him, and claims to have a scar on his head from a childhood car accident. So a couple nights ago, he had heart complications and was taken to the hospital, and they did a bunch of like tests, blood work, blah blah blah, and they revealed that he doesn't have any scarring on his head and that he had a sinus infection. The doctor told him that if left untreated, it would become a brain infection. He turned around and told me and our roommates that he had a brain infection. So he basically like took the worst case scenario and just ran with it, right? And then it says we also found out that he told the hospital staff that he was not actually adopted. He also lied and said that he fainted and fell to the floor and hit his head. And she's like, am I a jerk for wanting to break up with him when he gets home? And she's like, update, I'm going to break up with him. But just like, that's a lie.
That's a lot of drama, first of all.
He's been lying
So
to you the whole fucking time.
He's a habitual liar.
Everything.
Yeah, a habitual liar. And what is that called? Is it a hypochondriac? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Would they
Something
always
like that.
make up like illnesses that they take the word? Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy though. You have a sinus infection, but it could lead to a brain infection. So
And
you're
then
just gonna go from 0 to 100 that fast,
Wow. That's drama right there. He had more drama than like she does, and so no time for that. Block. Done.
Again, why are you even asking? Break up with this dude.
Right.
Like you just found out that everything he's ever told you is a fucking
No,
lie.
wait.
And you're
And
like,
then
break up with him.
she came back to update it. It says, I've broken up with him.
Yeah. Like, good girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one's called the butt of the joke. Okay. This is not the poop story. It says, my secret is that I often used to comb my butt hair with my sister's styling comb whenever she would get on my nerves. It was a great way to get back at her without even knowing that anything was up. Anyone with siblings know that we don't always get along with one another, but a few have ever taken their revenge quite as far as I did. That's horrible.
That's a bold motherfucker right
That's
there.
horrible.
You
Dude,
combed your butt hair with somebody's fucking comb.
someone's styling.
And how much butt hair do you have
Right.
where you can like comb it?
Is that like a massive amount where you're just like, it's just like you're just back there combing it?
Yeah, like a bush down there. Like, I can't imagine that that's very sanitary when you take a shit. And the fact that, like, you were like, this is not the poop story, but then you proceed to tell me about how they use a comb to, comb their butt hair. I don't think it was that.
It's a styling
better,
comb. So they're back there curling it and crimping it because it's a styler.
Like a rat tail comb or some shit back there, like making parties and cornrows and shit.
Yeah.
Ew.
But that's some petty revenge. I mean, like,
creative.
you get in it with your siblings or friends or whatever. But I would never go as far as doing something like that. That's crossing the line. You know how people are like, oh, I took their toothbrush and I cleaned the toilet with it. That's fucked up. Like that's another step of fucked up.
Disgusting. No, I wouldn't do that. That's disgusting.
Right.
But if I were feeling really petty, I'd use somebody's style comb to comb my butt hairs. I feel like that's like an acceptable level of petty.
The real question is, would you curl it or wave it or crimp it?
I would put little finger waves in there, like just style that down. You get some mousse back there and
put a little hairspray in it so it stays
real silky smooth,
Right. Braid it up.
And then when I make it slap, then it's like it'll look like walk.
So you went on the same page because it's waves. Oh my god. See? So you would I could see you doing something petty like that though. Like I think you've got to like be really ticked off though. But you
honestly,
barely do.
I probably would never do anything like that. Like I don't know. I just don't think of stuff like that, I just can't like if it comes to like being petty, it would be like me saying something before like me actually doing something.
You would just be like, well, you eat farts. That's what you would say. And I'd be like,
bitch, I hope you get a paperclip. Fuck you. I hope you get a yeast infection, ho.
Right. And that would be like the most of it. And then you feel really good about yourself.
Right, I'm like, yeah, I told her off. I told her she's going to get a fucking yeast infection. Better get some Monistat.
You're like, whore. I cursed that bitch. I cursed her.
All right, I have one that says, so my girlfriend confronted me about a week ago saying I cheated on her. I was pretty confused because I haven't cheated on her. And when I asked who she thought I was cheating on her with, she showed me a picture of a girl I recognized from my gym. I've never even held a conversation with this girl, let alone cheated with her. When I explained that, she got more angry and broke up with me. A couple days ago, I see the supposed girl I cheated with glaring daggers at me from across the gym. So I think my ex confronted her too. It sucks, but my ex and I were only dating for a couple months, so it's not like I lost an arm here. But I'm just in a world of confused because I've never been in and I'm not, and I don't know how to proceed. Isn't that kind of crazy?
So I'm glad that he broke up with her anyways, because that means that she would have had to follow him to the gym to take a picture of her.
Yeah.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, true. Like, how else would you have gotten a picture of her?
That's psychotic.
And why did he think that she, like, and then that probably means, like, the same day that she snuck in there to, like, spy on him was probably the same day that she confronted that girl. And, and she was probably like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend.
She made it all happen within 24 hours, too. You know it. Like,
that's
for real. That's psychotic.
Crazy shit right there. Yeah, it really
is. There's crazy, and then there's, like, cray-cray. That bitch was cray-cray times 10. She's like, who does that? Who does that?
Right. You accuse him without any, like...
solid proof.
I feel like you probably didn't give him any proof, and then went to the gym, and then that bitch is probably looking at him, so maybe he did want to fuck the gym girl, and, like, he hadn't done it yet, but now his girlfriend ruined that, too, so, like, she's just fucking it up for everybody.
So she made it up in her mind that she already had it in her mind that he was cheating on her, so she fictionalized the story, or made up the story, and then went and found the girl, took a picture of her, probably followed her around the gym and took a picture of her, and then accused him of it. Well,
stalker shit.
Good luck on the next boyfriend. Don't go to the gym.
Don't go to the gym.
See, that's why I don't go to, right. And me and Jim don't go well together.
That's why you don't go to the gym?
Nope. And I can't lose weight to save my life, so it is what it is. Okay. This one says, I love her not. My secret is that I'm pretty sure I'm obsessed with being in a relationship. And I've started finding any women who talks me too attractive. I no longer have a real reason for interest in getting into most of the relationships I get into. I simply can't stand the idea of being single even for a short time. I think I might have some sort of psychological addiction, in all honesty.
Sounds like it to me.
Well, it looks like he diagnosed himself, which is good, you know.
He has abandonment issues.
The first step is admitting that you have an issue. He's already there, so he can't be alone. But you know what, though, I know people like that, and it's they can't be alone in a relationship. Like, they can't be single. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a lot of people out there, but like, I don't know, to go to the extent of like, you know, like, it's just driving you fucking crazy to be by yourself. Like, why? Like,
lonesomeness.
To be by yourself that much?
She's just making up. Like, he doesn't really like the girl. He's just in the relationship just to be in there.
And that's like a dangerous person to be around, because just think of like the girls who probably think like, oh, this is, you know, the guy who I've been waiting for, and in reality it's just because he can't be alone.
Yep. And they don't know that.
What a fucking
loser.
Oh well. Okay. My girlfriend of 6 years left me for some guy she met on an online game. We have a house and 3 kids together, and we're engaged for the last 2 years. And he said the moment we had a fight, she left, got a hotel, and had him stay with her there. So that means this bitch had him on standby.
Yep. And she picked a fight. You know what I mean? She picked a fight just to get that like opportunity to get away. That's a bitch. And a house and kids and family and stuff, like, you're doing that to your kids. Right. Be a woman and say, hey, just sit down with your man and say, hey, this is not going to work out for X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You know, and then go do your little whole thing.
I wonder what game it was, because I need to find out so I can start playing. Because
it's Minecraft.
Oh, fuck.
It's solitary. They play it's solitary.
Fucking online bingo. Like.
Right. That's what it is. Online bingo.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of fucked up. But I don't know. I think it's kind of funny too. Like, it's not funny. Like, if it were to happen to me, it wouldn't be funny. But like, it's funny.
You'd be crying.
Like, you left me for some bitch on a video game.
You're like, what video game was it? Do you legit want to know what video game it was, though? I know you do.
I for real want to know. Like, I need to download this shit, because
who knows? Your future
he's
husband,
out there,
right?
Obviously,
Gaming, waiting for you.
If I have to play a video game to find my soulmate, then I'm just gonna be single for the rest of my life.
No,
because I get dizzy playing video games. Like, I can't even play The Sims for too long. Bitch. Like, it's just.
What if your husband's waiting for you on Sims? Because, you know, I think you can go like into the community and stuff, right?
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna find like. No, there's no online version of Sims. Like, it's all like the computer. So you're saying that like I'm gonna fucking marry like an NPC.
No, you can like go into the community and talk with real other Sims. And they're like other people. Yes, you do.
I've never heard.
Yes, so it's like
you gotta show me.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
It's not The Sims. It's probably like
it's like Sims.
Some bootleg.
No, for real. It's Sims. It's Sims for real. Like, I think that you can play online, and you can like it's like a community for real.
It's probably not going to be The Sims though, where I find my soulmate.
Watch, you guys. If it is Sims, comment below.
Like,
for real, if it's Sims,
not The Sims. I promise you. But just think, like, That's gonna be like a fucking 14-year-old. Like, I'm too old for that shit, you
No,
know?
girl,
Or it's gonna be like some weird,
you're a
like,
grown ass adult
mentally
and you play
challenged,
Sims.
like, well, maybe I
See,
don't want to find somebody who's like me, okay? Maybe I
what if
want to
there's
find
like
somebody who's like, I don't have time for the Sims. I don't have time for the
what
Sims, to be
what if
honest with
what
you.
if there's like uh Joe who's living in his mom's basement, perfect guy for you. He has a job and everything, and he plays Sims. You'll never know unless you play Sims in the
Wow.
community.
What if you meet Joe, a guy who lives in his mom's basement?
Right.
Perfect guy for you.
Joe doesn't sound like your type though. I think your type sounds like let me see. What does your type sound like? I think your type sounds
I
like
don't know what my type is. My type is
Balaka or something like that. Balik or something.
what? What does that mean? Are you making up words over here? What is that?
Like a perfect guy for you. Like how someone that you would date.
Wait, that's what his name is? Balaka?
Balik. His name is Balik. And he's playing
Balik?
Sims and he's waiting for you. You never know. You never know. So,
Balik, if you're out there.
dude,
Balik. Why
dude,
is it Balik? Why not Malik?
it's
Like,
Balik.
to make it sound even more fucked up.
Because he's exotic. I don't know. but he's waiting for you.
What if
So
he's like an exotic dancer that
no,
plays Sims in his free time? Why not?
no.
This is
I
my
highly
fantasy,
okay.
okay?
I'll
What
let
the
you have
fuck?
it. I'll let you have it. I'll let you have that. You can have that. You can have that
Balik?
storyline. That'd be your storyline. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So I got one. This one's called A Bad Night's Sleep, and this is the poop story. Okay.
Oh, yay!
Ooh, you're excited.
Alright.
Okay. So it's, I told my husband, and my mom knows, but nobody else. When I was 7 years old, I pooped the bed in the middle of the night. Just a perfect log in my underwear.
Ugh. What the fuck is a perfect log?
A perfect log in my underwear. I was so scared and get in trouble, so I threw my underwear and pooped behind the dresser in my bedroom and forgot about it. My mom found it 2 weeks later.
Ugh. I bet you it was all hard and funky. Got hairs on it and
Moldy.
shit. Wait, so she took her panties off with the shit in it and then put it behind her dresser and then went back to bed. So you didn't even wipe your
Shitty
ass after
ass.
you just shit yourself. So now she
Shitty
got
ass.
shitty sheets and a shitty blanket too.
Yep.
And then she continued to sleep in her shitty ass bed.
Yep. Yep. And
With
then
her shit wrapped up in
her mom found it two
wrapped up
weeks
in
later.
her
I mean,
underwear.
like, I would go to the grave with that story. Why would you tell your
I wouldn't
husband?
have told nobody.
Right. I would have just, that's just dying with me. Like, I'm taking that shit to the grave. Like,
Oh
fuck
my
that.
god. That's
Fuck
I
that.
wonder. I mean, and you know what's funny is that like I literally haven't moved my dresser since I moved into my house. So like
Is there
if
poop back
somebody were
there?
to put some well, if somebody were to put some shitty underwear, I wouldn't know because I don't look back there.
What?
So
That
you
would
know,
be,
it just makes
that
me
would be
think
pretty
like,
shitty.
how long would I have noticed? Yeah,
That would be so,
shitty ass.
so shitty. So shitty.
That would be shitty. Okay. Um, here's one. It's just one sentence.
Oh.
They wrote in, "I'm a woman with a body count over 1,000." Isn't
No.
that how
Oh
how
my
you know?
gosh. First of
That's
all,
like 3 years straight,
how?
every single day worth of fucking a different person.
And
Like
wait, how old
over.
is she? Does it
I
say?
don't know. She didn't say. She just said, "I'm a woman with a body count over 1,000."
Oh my gosh. Go get tested.
I
I,
would hope she's using protection if she fucked 1,000 guys or
oh my
people.
gosh.
I mean, I don't know if she's fucking everybody, and
Is that called an
'cause,
addict? What would it be
like
called at that point? Fiend?
not narcolepsy. What is the fucking word? It's just like a sex addict. Isn't that what it is? A
Yeah.
nymphomaniac,
Yeah.
not a narcoleptic. Narcoleptic is like falling asleep.
Maybe that's what she had.
Maybe she's a narcoleptic nymphomaniac. Ooh.
That'd be a bad
A
combo.
sleepy bitch.
Sleepy bitch. That would be a bad combo. Could you
For
imagine?
real. Just
Dang.
want to fucking sleep all the time, man. Now that would be a good person for a prostitute. Like, I'm just saying, no judgment. But if you
No,
like to fuck and
because
sleep,
they
you know,
get robbed because they would fall asleep and wouldn't like know they would get robbed.
true. They would have to like set up like payments through like Cash App,
Or
and this way
Venmo
they'd
or
always have
Zelle.
like yeah, like
So they lock that payment in.
right. And then this way they don't have to worry about losing cash because it's just,
They won't lose cash,
man.
but they have the risk of dying. Cash or dying, you gotta choose.
I feel like I should become like a pimp for sleepy prostitutes,
Narcoleptic nymphos.
Yeah. Like create a whole company, like an
I
escort
wonder
company.
I wonder if they have like NNA, like Narcoleptic Nymphos Anonymous.
Just imagine they go to like to narcoleptics anonymous, right? Even though it's not an addiction, like you can't fucking help it if you have narcolepsy. But like, say they had like a meeting for that, and it's like, man, I can't sleep, and I'm just tired all the time, and then I just want to fuck all the time, and then like
And then you
I'm
stand up.
embarrassed because I told my husband that I put my shitty underwear behind my dresser when I was 7, and he just hasn't forgiven me, and I've fucked 1,000 people. Like, shit, just everything going wrong.
And then you stand up. You say, "My name is Amanda, and I'm NNA."
No, just think like, okay, this is a stupid joke, but I know that thing is just like a gaping fucking hole. Like 1,000 fucking people. Shit. I
It's
mean, I
like
know it's a muscle and like it's supposed to like go
go
back, but
back.
like as like with pants, like you wear stretchy pants for like 3 years
It's just
and the
not going to stretch
elastic
no
starts
more.
to wear off on that thing. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's similar. Like
It's
you got
similar. I'm sure it's similar. You're right. That's a good analogy. Like
yeah,
stretchy pants. If you have it for even say like a year and a half, 2 years, and it's stretchy, like the elastic on the waistband is going to give out. You
yeah,
know.
exactly.
So
I was okay, this is extremely off topic, but I was watching Extreme Cheapskates
oh my
and
gosh.
this lady,
Okay.
she was like, I've owned these shorts for like 13 years, and she's like, the elastic wore off on these, so I just use like a little binder clip to keep my pants
Are you
on.
serious? Wait.
She
First,
doesn't want to
first
go
of
out and
all,
buy
that's
new pants.
that's ingenious. That's a genius idea because they just have like
Fun,
binder clips to hold.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then this
genius.
way you can go to the store and you can buy any clothing
And
and be like,
then
well, I'm just going to clip it. So even if it doesn't fit,
you're like, it
like,
fit. You're like, it fits.
there you go.
That's
Smart.
genius. That is smart,
You gotta use your noggin, okay?
right? Extreme Cheapskate. I do watch that sometimes. That's a funny ass show. I seen the ones where the family, the mom, they refuse to buy toilet paper, and so the
Yeah.
mom makes toilet paper out of like cloth. So she'll cut them into squares and like use little
Oh, yeah.
snaps. And then
Uh-huh.
after you wipe yourself, you put them in a bin. You don't flush it,
That's
and then they just keep washing it. And then
so
they
that
cut.
means that she has shit all in her washing machine too,
Yeah,
and the particles of
yeah,
shit on the washcloth from everybody else. When
yeah,
you have a guest come over, are they using your
yeah.
shitty ass
And
washcloth?
so
Like,
and
go
so
ahead.
wait, and so one of the clips shows one of the kids doing laundry and folding the towel, and it's like, Mom, this one's dirty. And she's like, it's still usable, and she like fold it back up and put it away. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Yeah, that they were using fabric for toilet paper.
There's another one where they were using like paper towel, or not paper towels, they were using like papers and like magazine papers.
Oh
And
my
she was like,
gosh.
yeah, when you got a wipe, you just go, like, she had it in a window, and, like, it was just, like, all of them in, like, a little window frame. And she was like, you just go and grab it and, yeah, wipe yourself. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
your asshole must be all cut up and bruised
Right.
and
It's
shit.
got
Like,
like newsprint from like 1980s on there, like the news and
right, you
shit.
got fucking paper cuts in your booty hole, and,
or
ugh.
or the family that uses the same bathwater.
Yeah, that's
That's
disgusting. I think
disgusting.
that was the same family, the
Oh,
one that did like, that shit, yeah.
yeah.
And she was like, has, like, her refrigerator is basically a hole in the ground. That show is fucking wild,
I know
man.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It goes to show you that, you know what, you're a cheapskate, but you're not that bad. Like,
You're not that bad, yeah.
yeah. So Okay, are you ready for this one? This one's called Ball 4, Four. Okay. So my secret is that I once got a wooden ball stuck in my butt for an entire day.
What?
Don't ask why. I was putting it up there in the first place. I couldn't get it out, so I had to go to school and stuff and do my entire day with the ball just sitting up there. I was terrified that it was going to be stuck up there forever, and that a doctor would have to get it out. Eventually, it came out. I guess a wooden ball.
So they shit it out then.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
A wooden ball.
I have so many questions.
I do
Like,
too.
how big was the ball? Like, how dark was the ball? Like, what color was it? Was it like
It was
smoothed
probably like,
out?
ooh, what if it's wooden and it has splinters? Ooh, damn.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Like, why did you put the ball in your butt? Did you accidentally do that?
There's no, how do you accidentally do that?
Right.
That was on purpose.
I don't know.
This is a nasty bitch.
Like, you know that there was some resistance putting the ball in there, you know? So, like, that should have been your sign to stop doing what you're doing.
Right.
And
don't even do that in the first place.
Maybe this wooden ball shouldn't be in my booty hole, like, type deal. But,
like,
I don't know. Maybe they were trying to, like, you know, do something a little kinky.
It's a wooden ball. Like, could you imagine the splinters? Or, come on.
I mean, people put Kegels in their vajayjays.
But it's made for it. Like, it's made for it.
Maybe they were trying to tighten their butthole. Because isn't that what Kegels are for? To, like, strengthen your vagina? Like, so maybe they were trying to strengthen their butthole. Maybe they had loose booty syndrome.
For what? Loose booty syndrome? Things just come flowing. I mean, that's a possibility. But what are you doing to have loose booty syndrome?
Yeah. Fucking 1,000 guys. I don't know.
It's probably that girl. It's probably the girl.
People have problems, man. Okay, here's one.
Okay.
My ex-boyfriend is forcing me to pay back all the money he spent on me in our relationship. That's petty.
So wait, okay, is that it?
No. It's
okay.
So basically, like, they were young when they got together. They used to sneak around and have fun, and their relationship was, like, toxic because they were kids at the time. So, like, she'd have to, like, beg him to spend time with him or to talk to her, and he was always distant and busy. And he apparently wrote down every single thing that he paid for her or bought her as a gift. And then when they broke up, he started demanding the money back. And apparently he keeps threatening to sue her because he has proof that he lent her the money, but he just wrote down everything he paid. So, like, trips, movies, festivals, gas, restaurants, clothes. And then she said, like, mind you, I also, you know, paid for some things as well, but I never asked him for any of the money back. So, and she said, like, the money that she actually did loan, like, ask for a loan for her, she paid that back. So she's like, is this stupid or am I tripping? Who's in fault? Can he sue me for this? Like, bitch, that's so dumb to me. First of all, that's so fucking petty.
It is so petty.
Right?
And for him to start the relationship with writing down, like, everything from the get-go, it doesn't say how long they've been together.
What's the purpose for that? She just, like, she didn't say.
But for him to even start the thought of doing that when they first started dating should be a red flag. Like, if she didn't know about it, that's a different story. But if she knew about it and she let it happen, hoping that they were be more serious and he would stop doing it, then she deserves that. But for him to write down every single thing, that's a lot of effort and work we put into it.
Weird.
And that is fucking weird. You know what I mean?
Weird as fuck. Like, who does that?
So he's gonna give her an itemized bill. So he's gonna, you know, give her an item, and if you don't pay me, then I'm gonna sue you. First of all, I don't know if he can sue her for like that, but the loan probably yes, but not the money he spent on her because it was willingly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just think that's stupid. Like, if somebody were to tell me that, I'd be like, good fucking luck.
I would laugh in their face.
The whole situation is just weird. And then not to mention, like, she said, like, she was 13 years old when she met him. And he was 20, and they got together when she was 15. So automatically the situation is fucking weird because you know what I will come back with? I will come back with 15-year-old.
Right, I will come back with do it and fuck around and find out because I'm just gonna say that it's statutory. You know? Hell yeah.
I wouldn't have gone that far.
You want
But
to play?
I would
You
be
want to
like,
play a game? You want to be petty?
yeah, that's how it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
look. Like realistically, he's trying to take advantage of her because she was young,
Right.
right? So, he thinks like, oh, okay, I'm gonna scare her into giving me this
Mm-hmm.
money. It's like realistically, you're not gonna do anything, bro, because how are you going to explain to any judge, oh yeah, she's 15 and I'm 20.
Right. When
You
we
know what I
met.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Try to
yeah,
pass that
fucking
by a
weird.
judge and see what a judge says. A judge will put your ass in jail real fast.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Damn.
Weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So my secret is that I'm a well-adjusted, normal adult female. So when they start with that, they're not well-adjusted, they're fucked up. And I still play with stuffed animals practically every single night. I just love getting that sweet nostalgic feeling, and nothing else matters more than hugging my stuffed animals. I know it sounds silly and immature, and that's what I do. But that's what I do. It's probably the biggest secret I have.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, pretty fucking weird.
Oh my God. Oh my
You
God.
thought I was about to be like, I play with stuffed animals too.
I seriously thought you were gonna be like, me, it's not a weird thing. Bitch, I'd be like, we're ending this conversation now, we're ending this podcast now.
It's pretty fucking weird.
It
Like,
is really
I
weird.
don't know. Like, you're a grown ass, well adjusted.
Well adjusted.
Why do you have to play with your stuffed animals? Like,
So
I
she's
mean,
like
I know
sitting
that
in
there
her
are
bed like,
people that
hi, how
have,
are you?
yeah,
I'm good. How are you? You want to play? Okay.
yeah.
That's just fucking
I
weird.
can understand like cuddling with a little, like,
That's
like some
different.
people you
Right.
sleep alone, you just cuddle with it, just to have something, but like to play with it like that, like pretty fucking
Right. And
weird. Don't
having
you have stuffed animals
I don't have any
on your
stuffed
bed?
animals. No,
Like, I thought
no.
last time I was there, I saw
Mm-mm. No, that was the
like
one that I took from you, and then you got mad at me, remember? Because you're like, I want my bear back. Remember? And then remember that whole like Barbie, like like you had like an obsession with Barbies and stuff. And I was like, girl,
I
you
don't
got to
think
cut
you were
that shit
making
up.
this up.
I'm like, cut that out. You're a grown ass woman, and you started to cry, and I was like, had to like hug you a little bit, and then you finally donated them all. So
You have such a vivid imagination. It's just so expansive. I don't know where you come up with this shit.
uh, but I understand the one too, like like teddy bear, you win from the fair or whatever. But to
Yeah,
actually have like stuffed animals that she said, I play with them, I hug them, things like that every single night.
fucking weird. Like, bitch, get a man or like a fucking
Right,
friend or something.
right. Get a friend. Stay busy.
Get a body pillow or something,
Right.
Like, that's fucking weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that is
People are weird with like their stuffed animals. Like, I don't even say shit. If I see stuffed animals at somebody's house, like, I don't say shit because it'd be like grown people with like stuffed animals on their beds, and I'm like, okay, like, I don't know. I just think it's weird,
if
but
it's like a
I give all my
nostalgic,
stuffed animals to my dog because my dog, she'll like chew them up
she'll
and
just
tear the
kill
fuck
it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't keep anything like that anyway.
Yeah. So
Anyway, okay. So I have one that says I'm a prison wife and my husband is serving a life sentence. My husband, so we met while he was already incarcerated and we got married. And she said, I know a lot of people have a big interest in things prison related. I don't know everything, but we've been married for almost 5 years. So, she's experienced quite a bit.
mhm.
And she said, I know our relationship is odd to say the least, but people might be curious about it. And to me, that's fucking weird. The key word today is just fucking weird. Why are people so fucking weird? Why would you get married to someone serving a life fucking sentence
You'll
in
never
prison?
get to do like normal couple thing. You'll never be able to
Yeah.
like watch a movie together or like go out and have dinner. You would never be able to, why would you restrict yourself to that?
Yeah.
Because you're in love
Exactly.
with someone that's in prison for the rest of their life. Like if they did
But like
if
she literally like thought that shit though. Like you knew he was like before they even got married, he was incarcerated, already serving his life sentence, and you still decided, you know what? I want to marry this man
You
that
know
I never
what?
get.
They actually have pen pals for that, like a little magazine or a book
Yeah.
or online something. I don't know if it's
Hmm.
because I remember reading about it because I did research on it once in high school, and they have like it's probably online now, but where it's like a
Why
pen
were you
pal
doing
system.
research in high school
Because I was
on
doing a research
prison pen
on
pals?
crime. I was doing research on like crime rates and stuff like that in certain different cities in Minnesota, and then it led to
Okay.
like if you serve a life sentence, you will never see the light of day. However, you can have pen pals and stuff, and that's where it led to. But you
Yeah.
can't. But then people start to meet and start to fall in love, and but that's just fucking weird. Like
Yeah.
you will never
It
get to
is.
enjoy like like a real what a real couple should be like.
Hmm. Yeah. And then their lives like in prison, like you see all these little fucking shows on TV about like how people in prison are living and
Yep.
the shit that they have to do and deal
Yeah.
with, and like, ugh, it's just a lot. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like there's a show that's called Love After Lockup that literally is like exactly this. It's like people who go
Mhm.
onto these like websites, pen pals with prisoners,
You told me
and then
about
they end up
that.
falling in love, and they, like, oh, I want to get married. Let me send you money to put on your books and shit. Like it'll be like a bitch being like, yeah, I'm in love with him. He's the love of my life. He's made some mistakes in the past. He only killed 3 people. Like
It
you just
wasn't
can't
4.
like
It was
brush
only
over that,
3.
you know.
And that's what I'm saying is if they're in prison for life, what if they have to have done something so heinous and so bad that they can't see the light of day, and you're gonna marry this person and have a life with them? Like, get real, for
I don't
real.
know. I can never understand like people's reasoning behind that. Like I can understand like, if it's like somebody that you were dating before or you were
Hmm.
married before they went to prison. You just want to be a ride or die bitch.
Right,
I respect that,
right.
but like why would you want to get with somebody that you literally will never be able to? And then like I feel like in situations like that, if he ever were to by chance get out of prison, and not have to serve his full life sentence, she wouldn't want nothing to do with his ass because
No,
it's
because
just the thought of him being in prison,
yeah.
is what like he wants.
You know what I thought about it is it's probably the thought of like I can provide things that you can't get, and almost like a wanted
Mhm.
feeling. Like they want you
Yeah.
so bad because you can provide things that they can't get in the outside world. Like money on their
Hmm.
books, probably clothing and
Yep.
extra things that you can send. So they feel that wantness, like being important. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's got to be it.
I don't want to spend money on somebody that like that's like
Right.
it's like
That
having
you
a
will
fucking
never,
child. Like,
right. That you'll never be able to like have a normal relationship with. You're getting the short end of the stick, and
right.
you're
Whoever the
getting fucked
husband
over.
is, he's like he's living his best life. He's like, yeah, I got me a wife that, send me money,
Yeah,
do everything I ever want,
yeah.
she's right there and
And
I don't never gotta do nothing.
all I gotta do is tell her she's pretty. That's all. That's all she wants, and that's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
But okay, so guess what, guys? Tonight we're doing 2 poop stories. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh,
I know. Are you excited?
let's get the poop on.
Where's our sound effect button? Beep, beep. I'm pushing the button. You gotta do a sound effect. Make one up. Hurry.
What?
If you're listening, pick one
Okay,
up.
make up a sound effect, like a poopy sound effect.
Any kind of sound effects. I just push the sound effect button. Boop.
Okay, do it. Yeah.
Wait, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that. So,
Oh my god.
so guess what?
I'm gonna forget that sound in
Ready?
like 3 minutes.
You changed it up.
It was a little bit more high pitched for you.
I know.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this one is a little lengthy, but I'll try to sum it up real fast. It
Okay.
says, well, my wife now knows this, but I couldn't tell another soul. A few years ago, my wife and I moved into her parents' place to save some money, so we were adjusting to living with parents again. It was strange and uncomfortable enough to begin with, then my worst nightmare came true. I woke up under the weather one morning and felt like the world was about to fall out of my ass.
Mm.
I've never heard that
Oh, your
saying.
ass.
That's actually pretty funny. I felt like the world was
Like
going to fall out of my
feeling.
ass. I went to open up the bathroom door and I could hear my father-in-law getting ready to head out for work. So I panicked, thinking, I know this is going to be bad. I'm not going to be able to take this mega dump so early into our time living here, and I needed to devise a plan. So I stayed in the bedroom. I emptied out the little bin we had in the corner, and I pooped into the bag that was placed in there. Then I wiped my butt.
Ew.
Then I wiped my butt with some tissues that happened to be on the side before standing up and trying to tie the knot. Then now I'm getting ready for work with this bag of poop by my feet. The next stage is to get rid of it, right? So, um, let's see. The next step was to get rid of it. I couldn't do, um, I could, I couldn't do any of. I couldn't figure out what to do with it. So he says, I know, I'll take it out and throw it in the next public garbage bag. So I head outside and I start looking for a garbage can. I even weighed the possibility of dumping this bag at my neighbor's place if nobody was looking. In the end, I walked for about 15 minutes all the way to work with a bag of my own poop in the pocket of my hoodie until I could find a
Ugh.
public garbage bin to throw it in, and I've kept it a secret since.
Why did he not shit in his own house again?
Because the father-in-law was standing right outside the bathroom door, and it was kind of like the whole, like, we've just moved in, I don't want to, like, blow up the toilet, embarrassing, making noises and sound coming out of his arsehole.
Man, if you got to shit, you better go. Like, that is a whole lot of fucking work. I would be more upset as the father-in-law that you shit in a fucking plastic bag in my house and then kept it there overnight until the
No,
morning.
he brought it with him because they were all getting ready to go to work, and so he brought it with him. It was like like the
Okay,
white poop.
that doesn't make it any better.
So
He
he
still
brought it with
shit
him,
in a plastic
and
bag.
he tied it up and put it into the front pocket of his hoodie. Walked to work for 15 minutes while it was sitting in his hoodie. Could you imagine? Like, what if the bag had a little hole and it's seeping?
Mm.
Oh,
You know, that was all warm and shit in his pocket
oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, and just think, like, sometimes you don't think about it and you just like put your hands in your pocket to make sure that your stuff is still in there. And he probably just like squished his fingers into the shit too. And I wonder if he had like corn the night before, because then
You
he'd
know
have
what?
like corn in his turds,
He would be a
which would make it
perfect
even
match,
worse.
right? He would be a perfect match for that girl. Remember that girl that likes to touch her poop in one of our episodes?
Yeah, I think.
They'd be a
I
perfect
mean,
match.
I think all of the people who have submitted poop stories that we've talked about should like all get
I think they
together
come from the
and just.
same family tree. That's what I'm thinking.
They probably do, because when
Yeah.
you do nasty shit like that, it's like.
You have to know other nasty shit people.
Right.
It's like a
You just know
community.
nasty motherfuckers at this point.
Right. It's a community, and they just conjure up together and do their little shitty shit.
Do nasty shit,
Do
yeah.
nasty shit.
Got some turds and shit, shitting on beds,
Right.
in plastic bags and poking them. Ugh. Okay, I have one that's also about well, it's not about poop, but it's kind of a shitty story. Well, it's a petty story. So,
Ooh, I'm
um,
excited. Okay.
yeah. So, okay, it says
Wait.
it's a female.
Boop.
I forgot what the noise was.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. So I am currently staying at a place for work that has like Jack and Jill rooms
Yep.
with separate rooms, but they share a bathroom. So she said she's never had to share a bathroom with a man prior to this day. So the people booking rooms try to avoid that situation where it's like one male, one female, but whatever, it happens. So she said she finished the night shift and then she got back to her room to find that her side of the bathroom door was locked. So the neighbor had not made that mistake. Like, he hadn't done that the entire time they were there. So she calls security. They open up the door, and then she goes in, and then she finds out that he clogged the toilet and then just fucking left it there. Like, left the clogged toilet
Oh
there.
my gosh.
So yeah, which is fucking
That's
disgusting.
disrespectful.
Yeah, that's foul. Like, how are you gonna leave your clogged shit in a
But
toilet that you know that you share with somebody else?
but devil's advocate, at least he locked the door so that she wouldn't walk in on it. He tried to like spare
Ain't
her.
no devil's advocate. He should have fucking called maintenance. Like, That's disgusting. So she said that, she found that, she calls maintenance. 4 hours later, the toilet is fixed, right? I guess it took 4 hours, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is, right?
Maybe it was a huge log.
Right. It clogged the toilet, so it must have been
Oh.
something terrible. So she said her revenge. So she said, "Today is my last day. I'm checking out at 4 p.m. and I'm flying back home." She said, I'm going to leave him a used tampon floating in the toilet as a tit for tat." And I can support that. Okay, if you're gonna do something disgusting and nasty and trifling like that, like leave a clogged fucking toilet. Now, okay, I don't support her leaving a tampon in the toilet because
you do.
he's gonna flush it. No, and
you know what I would do?
Flush tampons.
You...
That's my issue. You're not supposed to flush them.
You know what I would do is, this is so horrible because I'm usually I'm not a bad person. But
when you have to start off by saying I'm not a bad person, and you're about to say some bad shit,
I would leave the used tampon on the toilet seat. You want to fuck around, or I'll put it on his bed.
Right. I mean, yeah, if the room door was open, she could. She could just fucking open that door and toss it right on his.
Or you know what? Hold on to the string, swing, bitch. Like.
Or if he left his toothbrush in there, wrap the string around his toothbrush.
Oh my gosh.
That is a perfect way to be petty.
That would be super petty.
I mean, that's disgusting. That's disgusting as fuck.
Right. I would never I could never like physically do it, but like I could think of foul ideas like that, but I would never do that. I think that is so foul, like way wrong.
But I wouldn't have left a dirty tampon in there. I mean, again, because I'm not flushing tampons, but like I would have like taken a shit and left it in there for him.
Like just eat like the most like foul food that will just end up in the right.
Just have explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, because that should give you bubble gut.
Leave it there. Yeah. And like I'm gonna turn off the fan in the bathroom and everything so it stinks too, and it just
hide all the candles. hide the poopery.
Let it just fucking sit in there, bitch. Like,
and do it right away in the morning so it's just sitting all day. Yuck. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a poop story. we over exaggerated the poop story. We're just giving you guys ideas to like, pay someone back if they ever fuck you over.
Exactly.
Right? So we're actually doing you a favor, right? Okay, so this one says the most wonderful time of the year. I get 21 days of vacation from my company every year. My secret is that I split them up by going to Thailand once every few months to sleep with specifically the ladyboys. Oh. So I didn't know what that meant. So I had to Google it. So that meant like
ladyboys meant?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. So I Googled it and it means like transgender.
Yeah.
So
ladyboys.
Right. Well, I don't know. So that means that they're like taking a little vacation and then they go and sleep with transgender just to get it out of their system because they probably can't do it in the U.S. You know what I mean? Or wherever. I don't know. I'm not saying U.S. They could, but like mentally, probably they couldn't do it.
Okay.
Because if it's a different zip code,
that's the story.
That's the story.
Is that he just like takes time off,
or she? We never know. It could be a she too. They.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't think that it's weird that he's doing it. I don't think it's weird too. Weird that he has to go to Thailand to do it.
Right.
Like if that's what you're into, there's plenty of people that are local that but maybe he's like just really ugly and that's why he feels like he has to go to Thailand to do it because like
they'll sleep with anybody.
Like, well,
they will. They will. For real, like the girls, because it's all about the money. It's not about like are they attracted, and then it's not about like are they attracted to that person. It's all about the money because it's such a poverty-stricken area that where they go to is all about like fast money. Like what's the fastest way to make money and sex sells. So, male, females, transgender, whatever your sexual preference is, it's readily available at a cost, at a cheap cost. So.
Get you your lady boy. Go to Thailand, get it in, make
And
it
get out and
happen,
get out.
and then come back to your job and
Wait for the
you
next
know
vacation.
exactly. And I'm sure I don't know. That just sounds like an expensive hobby. Like
It
tickets to
does.
Thailand are
They
expensive.
are. They're like $2,000 just for a round trip ticket.
Exactly.
And then the
Yeah.
layover.
So.
So it's like it's a 36-hour plane ride. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's
And
not
then you
even
got to
worth it.
pay for that shit once you get there. You know,
Right.
like you still got to pay for your shit.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So not worth it. But hey, whatever floats your
so
boat,
if you got it like that, then
then you
got it
got it
like
like
that.
that.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna
Okay.
wrap it up with our discussion topic, and then you want to talk about our new thing.
Yeah. I'll talk about it after the discussion topic. So
Ooh.
stick around and
All
listen, why don't
right. Why don't ya?
you? Okay. So this one is kind of interesting. How do I respond to my pregnant wife striking? Now, it's
Wait.
not funny again,
How do
but
I?
the fact that he used the
Wait.
word striking, I think
So
is kind of
so
funny.
basically, how do I reply? How do I respond to my pregnant
Respond to
wife
my wife
beating the shit out of me?
hitting me. Yeah. But he said striking, which I thought was kind of funny.
He was trying to
Because when you
downplay it.
strike someone, it's like, you know,
You're like,
like when you were a kid and you get in trouble and your parents would be like, fuck out, you know? That's what I think. So,
okay, we
okay.
don't condone
Uh,
violence like that, but this is
don't condone
funny as
violence
hell. Okay.
unless it's striking. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
let's
kidding. Okay.
downplay it. I'm gonna strike this bitch. Like, I'm gonna strike this bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've been with my wife for 9 years. We've been married for 4. She's currently 8 months pregnant. I guess this is their first child together. Said he works full time with overtime, and he takes so he works and then she takes care of the house. So she's like a stay at home, and her mother lives in their guest house as well. So he said he came home from work to find his wife directly in front of the door, looking mad. So he asked her what was wrong, and then she grabbed him by the arm and dug her nails into his arm, and like pulled him into the bathroom. And she's like dragging him to the bathroom, and then she points to the litter box, which is like one of the robot ones that
Mm-hmm.
automatically clear itself. And she said like it's full and it's not working. So and he didn't know about this. He didn't know that it wasn't working. I guess he'd been putting it off because he was working, whatever the
Mm-hmm.
fucking case is. So she starts screaming at him about how it's his job to clean it because she's pregnant and the litter box was so full that the cat took a shit under their bed. And then he, apologizes and he tries to calm her down, telling her he's sorry and all this shit, and that he'd clean it. He'd forgotten because he was cleaning, all this shit. So then I guess she didn't like his answer, so she punched him in the chest and then slapped him in the face and then kept on screaming at him that he was useless. And then he stood there and didn't say anything. And then after a while, she stormed into their room and locked the door. And then he didn't know how to respond, so he just like cleaned the robot and then he went to sleep on the couch. Um, so then like the next morning, he wakes up and then like she's acting like nothing even happened. Like, she texted him good morning when he left for work and, like basically just like was just like whatever. And then like when he got home from work, his wife still was acting normal, didn't even say anything about it. And then he asked if they could talk about it, and then she was confused because she apparently didn't remember what happened that night, and he tried to explain her like what happened, and
Okay.
like yeah, and then okay, so it gets worse. So
Oh
apparently,
my gosh. Okay.
he like because this is like an update, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he posted the story on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets like responses and tells his wife that he posted it on Reddit, shows his wife the fucking comments from Reddit, which I don't know why the fuck he did that. And then she had like a mental breakdown and started like screaming and crying, and then they ended up having to go to the hospital. They had to institutionalize this bitch. Like they had to like leave her there. Like they like literally like admitted her, and then he's like he didn't know what else to do because she's just like she like went fucking crazy. But apparently it's like something to do with like she had like a psychotic episode. I don't know if it had anything to do with like their pregnancy or if it was like
Hormones.
something that was like, existing already. Because I know pregnant women can get like hormones make them crazy sometimes. But like, I mean, for her to not remember it at all, and then I don't know. I feel like it was kind of shitty for him to show her the post. Like, he should have just kept that shit to himself,
Right.
honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you
Okay.
should have told her, like, you should have just been like, you know, this is what happened,
Right.
and you know, this really got me shook up. But you don't be like, yeah, and I
No.
posted it on Reddit and and told
Okay.
everybody our business how you fucking went crazy
So,
on me.
Do you want to know my reply? And I kept quiet this whole time because I got a whole reply ready. Okay. So,
Okay.
first of all, that's toxic as fuck. Get out of that relationship. Okay.
Yeah.
Like being in a abusive relationship, man to woman, woman to man, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be putting your hands on other people. Okay.
Right.
Like serious level. That's fucked up. Get out of that relationship. Second of all, for her to act out like that because of a kitty litter box, could you imagine if it was something like other things that were maybe like real life problems and stuff? And being that he's the sole provider for the family, do something around the house. Clean the cat litter box. Just because you're pregnant does not mean you can't clean the damn litter box. Especially if it's automated, it means they're scooping it out for you. All you gotta do is grab the bag and take out, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. So
right.
So like stop being a fucking lazy bitch. Okay, you're pregnant, I get it. But don't be a fucking lazy bitch and have this guy go work overtime or whatever, providing for your needs while you sit at home and put your feet up because you're pregnant. Like, come on. Don't be that bitch. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on it because I've never been pregnant, so I don't know. And
true.
especially if she's 8 months pregnant and she probably can't bend down.
That
and,
doesn't
you know,
excuse her putting
I've
her hands on him,
seen
though.
that, but yeah, it doesn't excuse her like reacting the way that
Right.
she did. And even if it is like a mental breakdown and she had like, you know, psychological issues and shit, like I still do agree that he should break up with her.
Yep.
Because it's like, okay, even if it hadn't been an issue previously in their relationship and this just started, like it was unprovoked, like, you know, she put her hands on him and then didn't remember what happened. So it's like, what's to say that
So she had memory loss.
Like, another breakout? Yeah. Like, so, you know, I don't know. I just think it's kind of like fucked up. The whole situation is fucked up. Like he definitely needs to leave her.
But you know what the key part we forgot is, and I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but the key part is that her mom moved into the guest house. Maybe her mom, and it just recently started. Maybe her mom has a say in it. Like, oh, he doesn't do this. Yeah, I used to do this. Like, just put your hands on him. You got to show him who's boss. You're carrying his child. Like, you know, like just hyping her up to that point where you're like, no, you're carrying his child. You're doing the grunt of carrying. He should be catering to you, and like antagonizing her to react that way. So it could mean who knows, but it could be that too because it just recently started after she moved in. Put 2 and 2 together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like,
I mean, you know, yeah, people can get easily manipulated in, you know, those kind of situations, and her hormones, her emotions, everything is already going crazy as it is. So, I mean, I get it,
like,
but
get out, because what happens if she turns around and with her psychotic rage and be like, no, he put his hands on me, then you're fucked. You know what I mean? It takes that one time.
They're going to take the word of a pregnant woman over a man anytime, any day. And that's unfortunate.
Get out. I'd rather pay that child support and that's it. Like, I would rather pay child support than be in a relationship with someone that put their hands on me.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree.
Guess what? Boop. I'm going to do that just randomly too.
Oh.
That was a good one. That was a good one. You see how fast I came on with that fast? I was like,
okay. So we're gonna start doing a new kind of segment towards the end of every show or every episode now, where we do a hypothetical question. So I'm going to propose the hypothetical question, and then we're going to give our answers, our opinions, and then we want you guys to comment your answers to the hypothetical question.
And we want to hear your answers, okay? So don't be shy.
Yes.
We want to hear it all.
And you know what? If your answer is good, we might even, you know, read next episode. If you think it's kind of funny,
I'm
you
just
know, we
saying,
can.
anything can
You
happen.
never know. The possibilities are endless.
Sky's the
So,
limit. Okay, let's get to it.
okay. So comment below. If you can't comment on whatever platform you're listening, go to another platform so you can comment, like YouTube
Duh. Come
or
on.
like TikTok or something. You know, figure it out. Um,
I love this. I love your supportive little push. Figure it out yourself.
just find us and figure it
Right.
out. Okay. So hypothetical question. What would you do if you found a wallet with IDs, $1,000 cash, and a packet of crystal meth on the ground in front of the entry to your grocery store? And this is at night, nobody's around. You know, it's just you. You're not even on camera. Let's add in a little bit of extra
Ooh.
pizzazz. What would you do?
You want me to
Are you
answer first,
taking it?
or do you want to answer
Yeah.
first? Okay, I'll answer
Go ahead.
first. You guys, and this is like, don't even judge me, okay? Like, good or bad. Okay, here's what I would do. First of all, bitch got bills to pay. Okay.
We all know what your answer is gonna be, okay?
A bitch got bills to pay. So I'm taking that money and then I'm taking that crystal meth. Hey, I don't have nothing to do with drugs, but I'm gonna sell it to make extra money. See?
Who are you selling the fucking
I
meth
don't
to?
know. I'll go downtown. I'll figure it out.
How do you even know how much it's worth for you to even
I
sell
don't.
it?
I don't. That's why I'm just gonna go downtown. I'm just gonna be like, the first $100, take it. Exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna offer it up and be like, $50. Let's start with that. Well, maybe we'll do a little bidding. You know, like $50. Do I hear $55? Come on, $55. Do I hear $56? Who knows? I may walk up with $300 extra. So
You might walk
and
out with
then
300 extra
with the
dollars.
rest of
You
the
might
wallet,
end up in jail, you know, because you're gonna try to sell to an
I
undercover
mean,
cop or
that's
something.
where the $1,000 come in to bail me out. Come on, okay?
But is it worth it? You get this $1,000 to pay your bills, but you can't pay now because you have to pay for it.
My
Bail
bail
yourself
bond.
out of jail.
And then the wallet, depending on what kind of wallet it is, I'm going to see if I can make a little profit, you know, a little some on the side. And then I'll just mail the ID to, you know, back to that person. They get their ID back. I'm sure IDs are more important. They get their IDs, and I won't even use the credit cards. They'll track that shit, right? So they'll get all that shit back. I just want the crystal meth that I can sell. And then I just want the money because the bitch got bills to pay.
You're truly a horrible person. You know that?
Okay.
So this bitch is about to just take everything and sell it. Like,
What would
okay,
you do?
you know, you might as well just, you know, take the ID, sell it to someone on the black market, and you know, have them steal
Ooh,
the rest of their
they might
identity. You
have
might
good
be able to get
credit.
more money than that.
Yep, they might have
Yeah.
good credit, and they might be able to. See, great minds think alike.
Oh my gosh.
What would you
No,
do?
we're not thinking the same thing.
You see how it took you a second to be like, figure out, wait, hold on. I'm not going to be
Right,
in
you're
this
trying
funked
to
up boat with her.
you're trying to incriminate me too. Like I'm not having it. What I would do is I
No,
would
hold on.
definitely keep the money.
Truthful. Don't be sugarcoating shit for our listening.
This is 100% the truth. I would keep the money, but I would return the wallet in the mess. Like I'd be like, I don't know. I just found this wallet outside, and I just wanted to turn it in. I didn't even open it up. I would lie to them, but I would take the money out. But I would
Wait,
give them the wallet
so
because I don't want to be walking around with fucking mess. Like, get the fuck out of here.
right away, I the receiver, I would know you're lying. You know why? Because you already,
Because I still didn't open it.
yeah.
That's why I'm a bad liar. I'd be like, I didn't even open it. I mean, there might have been $1,000
You
in
know,
there,
like,
but I don't know.
I didn't even know there was $1,000 in it. And even if it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I don't know. I just sounded like this, you know. But I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to do the right thing here. You know, I'm trying to get it back to the rightful owner. Maybe they'll come back and looking for it. You know, they're just going to be $1,000 poorer, but they'll still have their meth. That's the main point.
That's the
Unless
important part.
you know the person that I give it to takes the meth and then tries your method and like goes and sells it or smokes it or does whatever the fuck you do with meth. I don't know. Do you inject that shit? Do you smoke
I don't know.
I don't know.
And then they sell it,
Do
they
whatever
make a
the fuck you
profit,
want with the
they
meth.
make a little bit of money, and then they reward you. So you get extra money in
No,
addition to
they
the
don't reward
$1,000 that
me.
you didn't steal.
They reward themselves. Okay, I'm taking the $1,000 and I'm going. Like that's all I need. I don't care what the wallet is. I don't care about the meth. I don't care. If he has 50 cents, in there, I'll leave the 50 cents.
I'll
I'll
take the
take the
50 cents. You
$1,000.
could get a lot with 50 cents. You could play like a little claw game and win a stuffed animal to add onto your collection.
No, bitch. When is the last time you saw one of them games that was 50 cents? Like, it's inflation, bitch. It's like a whole $1.50 just for a claw machine these days. You're like, I can't break it. I just have $1,000 bill.
You just with your $1,000 bill. That's a good hypothetical question. Yeah, I would do it. I would have no regrets in what I would do. None.
I know you wouldn't. I honestly, like, all jokes aside, I really could see you doing all that. Aside from like selling the meth, I could see you keeping the money, selling the wallet. I could see you putting the wallet on like Facebook Market and then like leaving the meth in there so that whoever buys it,
surprise,
your problem now.
Right? You get like a wallet, you get like a free bag of meth.
Free bag of meth with the purchase of this wallet.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't feel bad because at the end of the day, meth is illegal, and you shouldn't have meth, which means I have the right to take your $1,000.
Right. So. And what you gonna do? Tell on me?
Right.
Try it.
I'm gonna tell them you have meth, bitch. I can prove it. I'm gonna take a picture of it and everything. Like, look what I did. I would take a picture of it and send it to you and be like, look what I just found.
I know you would. I know you would too. I'll FaceTime you because then it's not, no receipt. They can't track that.
Exactly. Yeah.
See?
And then I know you'd be like, no, bring me the meth. Bring me the meth.
Girl, I would like, I split it 50-50, whatever money I make. and bring me the wallet. I want to sell the wallet
right.
too.
You see, it works. I get the $1,000. I wouldn't even share the $1,000 with you. I'd probably be like, oh no, I'd be like, I only found $200 in there. And then you'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, no, okay, here's $100.
You're such a bad liar. I would know instantly. I would know instantly. But so I want to share the story real quick.
Tell me when I'm lying. What's my tell?
Bitch, you just said I'm returning this wallet, but I didn't look inside of it. Here's the wallet that I found, but I didn't look inside of it.
Yeah, I'm an oversharer, man. I give
you would.
Friggin' details.
You would. You gotta have a good poker face. Like I'm not saying I'm a good liar, but I have a really good poker face. When it's time to play a prank, or I'm really good at it. Like you would not even be able to tell. So
I feel like I can tell when you're lying to me. It's something in your voice. I think I can.
Really?
There's been plenty of times where I caught you in lies and I just didn't say anything.
You're such a bitch. There's been plenty of times. You got me fucked up. You got
me lying to me all the time.
Right,
man.
all the time. And my voice just changed. Like, I'm not lying. It just changes. You got me fucked up. Anyways, hypothetical question. Make sure you comment and let us know what your response, what you would do. And you don't have to sugarcoat it. We're not here to judge. If you're going to take everything, including the IDs, and start a new life, hey, we support it.
Yeah. I mean,
we support it.
We support it.
But, well, we hope you enjoy it. I support it. And you know you do too, half-heartedly. Just give you something to cut, right? You want a little bit of the money. You know you do. Come on.
Right.
See?
Give me a cut, and I'm fucking your biggest supporter,
She'll drive the car. But, yeah, leave us your comment. And thank you so much for listening this week. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys next Friday.
Bye.